As a busy Ghanaian woman who feeds my family home-cooked meals about 90% of the time, it is absolutely important to me that I have tomato stew on the ready. Making a big batch of tomato stew, portioning it out and freezing assures me that I can make meals like jollof, waakye and stew, plain rice and stew, gari photo, kenke and tomato stew, ampesi and tomato stew, all banku with some spicy tomato stew in very little time. Give me very little notice that you're coming to visit me, and trust me, there will be food waiting for you so far as I have my tomato stew thawed out, some meat added, waakye or jollof, or some amazing gari photo will be ready for you. Well, I hope you pick a thing or two from this video. Come along then and let's do some cooking. To start making my stew, I'm going to heat up some oil. I have these onions which I'm going to cut up and blend. I'm using a combination of red onions and Vidalia onions. So these I'm just going to chop up. And yes, this stew was made for the holidays. We were having lots of friends and family coming over, and I wanted to make sure that there's enough food but also have enough time to spend quality time with them. So I've cut up some of my onions now, the red ones actually, and now I'm going to add some peppers. We are making a big batch of stew, so definitely all that pepper is necessary. I'm going to add some garlic cloves, oil. So instead of water, I'm using some cooking oil to help blend my ingredients. That way your stew cooks faster. You definitely need a lot of onions for this. The last two onions I'm going to slice, and they're gonna go in the oil. Fry till they are caramelized. Onion is caramelized. I'm going to add my curry powder. This is a lot of stew, and I like curry in there, so. And right away the aroma just hits you. Just let this fry for about a minute, and then I'll add my blended spices. Very thick paste. If you remember, I did not add any water because I want this stew to cook as fast as possible without having any water in there. And the blender pretty much came out clean, so I'm not even going to rinse it. Absolutely no water. Let it cook. I'll partially cover so it doesn't splatter when it starts boiling. This is 6 pounds of tomatoes, pre-cooked. You can see it's actually just disintegrating as I stir. I'm going to blend that. It's cooked all the way down. Okay. It's boiling now. It's cooked for about 5 minutes. I'm going to add my blended tomatoes. I still have a little bit of the tomatoes remaining, so I'm going to blend that as well now that I've poured this one in, and blend that also. So this is all that did not hit the blender. I'm going to cover and blend. This has already started splattering everywhere. Okay, remaining tomatoes blended. I'm going to let that cook a little while before I add my tomato paste. I've rinsed blender with just a little bit of water. Just a little bit. Remember, we are trying to let this cook as fast as we can have it, so the less water the better. The better. I have some rosemary. I also have some calabash nutmeg, some coriander or cilantro seeds, cloves, called pepper in Ghana. I have some cardamom pods, some anise seeds or anise, which we call inkete inkete in Ghana, and some bay leaves. My very first time doing this, my mom actually blends it all the time. She says it's expensive in Ghana, so when you blend, a little goes a long way. Tomatoes simmering. I'm going to add my tomato sauce. So yeah, all this mess is one main reason I do this outside. Splatters everywhere. I just have about a fit remaining. My pot is definitely full. nothing else will go there, and I try to have more actual tomatoes than the tomato paste anyway. So just going to try and get this to mix up. I'll also add in my spices. Mix it all in and just let it cook on the very lowest setting until it's cooked all the way. I'm going to cover, just leave a little room to vent and let it cook. Okay fam, it's time for me to go pick my kids from school, so I'm going to be going, and I don't want to turn this off, so if you see any strange hand, like right now, Jay, I'm handing over to my mom. She's just going to keep stirring. Pretty much all the ingredients are in. You just want to watch the stew stir occasionally so it doesn't burn. Just be stirring occasionally. So if you see a strange arm, that's her, Margina. Margina in the kitchen. Tomato stew. The stew is perfectly cooked. The oils have come on the surface. I'm not going to let this go all the way to be brown. It's perfect. And I'm going to just turn it off. The bubbles. Flame is off. Obviously not too much oil. I'm going to just cover, and I'll dish it out tomorrow.
Delicious. Delicious. smell the aroma, yeah. From Kwachiwa's kitchen, yeah. Dada, delicious, yeah. Delicious, dada, delicious, yeah. Delicious, dada, delicious, delicious, dada, delicious, yeah. Delicious. Have you been go?
This is how we can mend broken hearts.
Or make it worse.
Mama, maybe pass a hair around and like I said,
Oh, the okay,
at some point. It's really on point.
Delicious, yeah. Delicious, dada, delicious, yeah.